Hey everybody, just wanted to come to you today. We are going to be doing an install for a rear bumper from TJ Moto. Got it in a few days ago. Been super busy, so I haven't been able to really get down to the install. I've got a free weekend, so what I want to do is just kind of do the install, actually take the rear bumper off, so I'll show you how to do that, and then also do the install of the bumper, and then just kind of give you an overall look at it. The bumper that we're going to be installing will have rear LED lights. So this is going to be an install video for the rear bumper. We will do an install or an attachment to this video, or one to come, where it will go over how to wire up the LED lights in the rear bumper. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the factory bumper and install the aftermarket bumper. So let's get started and let's get our wrenches and everything ready to go.
To remove the factory rear bumper, you'll need a ratchet with a 5/8 socket and then a 5/8 box end wrench. I've got the ratchet type because it makes it a whole lot easier, but you can use either one. So let's go ahead and get started. So on both sides of your rear bumper, you have a bracket that goes to your frame, and this is the 2 bolts on each side that take the 5/8 socket to take those off. Alright, once you've got the 4 bolts from the side brackets, you'll come underneath here, right behind the muffler on the frame. There'll be another one here, another bolt to get out, and then you'll come down here, and there'll be another bolt to get out down here, one on the passenger, one on the driver's side. Once you remove these, you'll be able to remove the bumper completely. Alright, so once you got all the bolts out of the bumper, now you can simply pull back and pull down. So you'll pull back on both sides. There's 2 brackets in here. You'll pull it this way. Pull it back. And that is how you remove your stock rear bumper. Alright guys, so here we have the unboxing of the rear bumper that Damon sent me from TJ Moto. We have the rear bumper with the hitch receiver, LEDs built into it. And what I've done is taken all the components out of the plastic to kind of show you what all you have. And that is, of course, the rear bumper. You have these 2 brackets here. Those go into the frame, and I'll show you when we do the installation. And then this piece right here and the bolts that go in behind where the receiver is, you'll have 4 holes there that have to go into. And that bracket piece will basically go on the inside to apply pressure. And as a bonus, we got shackles. I'll probably get those powder coated down the road, but right now we're going to work on installing this rear bumper and kind of walk you through how to do it. And then we will probably step on over into the LED light hookup and see if we can't get that done as well to kind of help you out understanding that. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the installation of the aftermarket rear bumper, you're going to need an 18mm socket and your ratchet, and then an 18mm box end. Again, I got the ratchet style. You can use whichever one you want. It just makes it a little bit easier when you're doing the install. So 18mm is what the bolt sizes are going to be. Alright, on these brackets here, you'll notice there's nuts welded onto the back of them. That is because they go inside of your rear frame. You will slide them in to where the bolt holes line up. You will do this again on the other side, and you want to make sure they line up. You will not be reusing the bolt holes here on the back side of your frame where the stock bumper come from. Instead, you will be using this bracket that you stick in the rear of the Jeep frame. And again, you do it on the other side as well. Remember, the nuts are on the back, so you stick them in and make sure it lines up. Then again, you will not use those bolts. You will be using these with your bolt package that comes with the rear bumper. All right, so let me get the rear bumper up on here and I'll kind of show you what we're talking about. All right, so we got the rear bumper set up on the Jeep. Let me show you what we got going on here. What we've done is we've put the bolts in, but you don't want to tighten them up on both sides. You want to be able to adjust the bumper and then tighten these down on both sides. So what I do is I use a level and try to level it out. And once that is level, I will then begin to tighten up the bolts. Once I get on, I'll bring it down here. And I try to adjust it. I'll adjust that to see what my difference is. I'm also not on 100% level ground, but I will adjust this side, then I will tighten these down as well. So the main thing is when you put the bumper on the rear, you want to just put the bolts in good enough to hold it. And then once you get it to that point, you get you a level, put it on there and just try to get it as close as possible. So what I want to do now is I'm going to level it up, tighten it down, and then we'll move on to the next step. So the question is, what is this bracket for? I'm glad you asked. All right, the bracket that I just showed you goes in behind where your 4 holes are that hold the hitch receiver. If you had one when it came from the factory and took it off, it's basically the 4 bolts, the long bolts that go through the frame and back into the rear bumper to hold the pressure. Well, all right, we got the rear bumper installed, all tightened up. We got the clevises put on. Overall, I think it's going to be great to have on the back of the Jeep. It seems to have good pull points, so whenever we ever get in a situation we have to be pulled out, you got places to attach to. The lights are going to come in handy to light up the way behind us. Receiver being on there already is going to be a great benefit to it as well whenever I haul the trailer with a 4-wheeler or something on it. But I'm going to say, you know, the quality of the product looks very well, and so I'm going to run it for a while and I'll do a review on it down the road to kind of give you an update of what it is or how it's been useful and if there's any pros or cons to it. So there you have it. All right, everybody, well, that wraps it up for us today. We've installed the TJ Moto rear bumper. The link will be in the description below, so click on it, go pick you up one. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. So the next video that I'll be posting will be on installing or wiring up the 2 LED lights in the rear, how to run the wires for that, and putting it up to a switch. So stay tuned for the next video, and like always, if you like what you've seen today, hit the like button, and most importantly, subscribe for more videos to come. Thanks, and y'all have a great day.